And just like that, my very first Mythic 0 as a tank was complete. As Zarata laughed in my face, I tasted my first Mythic Plus defeat. Not only we had timed the key, we plus stood it.
Bro, why are you in here?
More than a month ago, I embarked on this tanking journey, and since then I've managed to do around 6 dungeons, and barely any progress at all. Maybe tanking just isn't for me, and perhaps it was time to put the shield to rest and just move on. Where am I?
Alex, what time has come for you to embrace the light and believe in yourself?
Am I dead?
No. Although, after some of those pools, it was close. Look what's inside the box in front of you.
Wait, does this mean I have to play Paladin now?
No, you will still be a warrior. Just open the box.
Ah, this one.
Yes, mate, the one in front of you. Just open the damn box, will you? Jesus. Yes, Alex, there are people who believe in you. Now it's your turn to believe in yourself. Also, it's been almost 2 entire months and you've done only 6 dungeons. I know making videos is difficult, but it's time to walk the fucking lane.
Yes, I agree. It's time. Whoa, I'm in my 30s now. Getting old. Group assembly was very fast. No imposter, low item level people this time around. The lowest of them was the rogue with 229, who didn't even know which dungeon we were doing. It was like he was applying for so many jobs that when he got a call for an interview, he didn't even know what kind of a job it was for. But this guy was definitely not a new player. He knew what he was doing. This time I didn't tell anyone I was a new tank, since I was feeling confident that I could lead now, which may or may not have misfired later on. And we were off, back against the wall, making sure no critical backshots found their way to me, and with my newly important shoot block keybind, which I made sure to press much more often. Things definitely weren't perfect, but in my eyes it looked a lot more like I knew what I was doing. Bless this rogue's heart, because if not for him, I wouldn't have remembered how to do the library skip, but he just made my work for me. Up until this point, the vibes were good, the run was smooth, and of course, I made absolutely sure this will not go on for long with my next move. Going into the vineyard, I saw red and pulled everything that looked remotely hostile. At the time I thought it was a perfectly normal route. Turns out I'd accidentally chained together about 4 different packs. My health disappeared, my party started disappearing shortly after, and I think they slowly realized I might not actually know what I was doing. I apologized, but honestly I wasn't entirely sure what I'd done wrong. Which, looking back at the footage now, it's very impressive. I was ready to give up, but then I remembered my dream and it helped me pick myself up and push on. Second time around, I skipped the guys in the middle, got the leftovers and went inside the room where I previously met my maker, just to see people die again. The shaman asked me if this was a joke, which it very much wasn't. After that, he reminded me that this was not a normal dungeon. Now, I am sorry for what you're about to see, but I got rooted and mobs were destroying me from the back, and at the time this spell didn't exist in my mind. I managed to barely hold on to my life, thanks to the newfound importance of my defensive cooldowns. I was told I pulled too much, so I took a second to consider this, went inside the boss room and kept doing the same. To be fair, I think this is just the standard route here, and the mobs are not that strong even if they are many in numbers. And after what felt like 20 minutes, we reached the first boss. Custos. Having now read the adventure guide, I knew what to expect from this guy. but my execution was still not great. I moved him whenever he spawned the pools, but I think I moved him a little too much. After the second explosion, he went to recharge right next to his own purple excrement, which meant I had to run through it to soak the incoming orbs. That almost worked out, until one of the orbs reached him, and our top DPS died because of it. I could have charged or used heroic leap to reach it, but I didn't. The fight continued, and thankfully we had a combat Terrace, so the rogue was back in action in no time. Thankfully, we finished the boss before he tried to recharge again. From this point on, I decided to slow things down. We had plenty of time on the clock, and I didn't want any more casualties or crying teammates. I kept my back against the wall, kept pressing shield block and Demo Shout, and things slowly started clicking. Finally, some stability. Not long after, we reached the second boss, Saranel. Before pulling, I noticed our healer was low on mana, so I waited and asked if he wanted to drink. Immediately everyone started pinging me, and the boss. I thought I was being considerate, apparently not. This boss didn't have much in terms of mechanics. If you get marked, run in to break it. If he tries to silence you, also run in. Somehow I still managed to mess that part up. I guess I was too greedy and slow. My pullout game was weak here. Other than that, the unrelenting was easy and we made quick work of him. And of course, since this is a new dungeon, you need to activate some sort of a console. The timer was looking great and we began clearing out the void creatures. These guys were pretty scary, not only because they literally have terror in their name, but because if you don't interrupt them, they will fear the entire group, and this could lead to a wipe. Fortunately, we had no such incidents. Or did we? After clearing out the boss room, it was time for Gamelus. Smellus. Here I had to keep the big jelly next to one of the smaller ones, so our DPS could cleave them together since they share a health pool. Whenever the red arrow appeared, I had to go and touch one of them to remove its shield. A little inappropriate, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And shortly after, we disposed of it. Okay, things were looking good. The timer was looking decent, as well as the percentage of enemy forces. And we made our way up to the stairs towards the final boss of the dungeon. At the time I did not notice, but our healer seemed to be running in place. Strange. Pack after pack, we were slowly closing in on the objective, and with the final one it was exactly at 100%, just as I had planned it. Jokes aside, I think the route for this dungeon is pretty straightforward, so it was easy to reach 100 with no extra pulls. I was getting a little bit curious, why were we all so low on health? And it turns out our healer had disconnected right before the final boss. Ring any bells? I think it happened when he was running in place, but at the time I did not even notice it, which I guess happened with many things in this dungeon. I think our shaman was doing some off healing and I'm glad he did. I'm pretty sure we would have died on multiple occasions if not for that. Thankfully the healer returned just in time and we began our fight with Terrace, which I have to say is a really interesting name choice for a boss, Blizzard. This boss is pretty fun. We basically played volleyball, soaking where the ball was about to land, so we could send it back across the void net. As tradition demands, I also spawned a few puddles on the floor, and since I had absolutely no idea where they were supposed to go, I just put them wherever. Other than a single close call with the ball, we managed to take him down quickly. And again, +2, the +2 key. Finally, the curse was broken, and honestly, it was thanks to you guys. I never expected those videos to get so many views, comments or subscribers. I am still completely new to this, and my videos are far from perfect, but I genuinely appreciate every single view, comment, like and piece of advice you've given me. So thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me become a better tank, and hopefully those lessons will help me face my biggest challenge yet, the +4.